welcome to reading lesson number 8. I forgot what lesson number it was. All right, you should have in front of you your reading paper that says Dead or Alive. Woohoo! Okay, ready? Now don't forget, even though I read this with you, make sure that you're reading it for yourself. And I also want you to tell your mom, your dad, your tío, your abuelo, whoever is watching you, I want you to tell them what you're reading about in Spanish. That'll help you to understand more what you're reading. Just tell them what you can understand about what is being read in Spanish. Okay, so we're starting with Dead or Alive, the first paragraph. When winter sweeps away all the leaves from the trees, it's often hard to tell which ones are alive and which ones have actually died during the winter. But as spring begins to wake up the flowers and trees, there is a way to tell whether your favorite fruit tree made it through the cold season. Okay, let's talk about some words. The first one is winter. You keep seeing that word. When winter sweeps away all the leaves from the trees. So when the trees lose all of their hojas, they're falling down. Well, that word winter, that's just invierno, okay? Invierno is winter. You already knew that? Woohoo, good for you. And then spring, that's primavera, okay? So spring is primavera. Now down towards the bottom of the paragraph, you had a sentence that said, there is a way to tell whether your favorite fruit tree made it through the cold season. That word weather right there, it's not the word weather like clima. This word weather just means sí or no. So, for example, hay una manera para saber si su árbol de fruta favorita está sobreviviendo. That's the idea in this sentence. Okay, let's keep reading. A scratch test is a good way to look for life in an otherwise lifeless tree. So that word scratch, that's the idea to arañar something. So in a scratch test, we're going to see what that is. So you can use a scratch test to look at a tree that does not have any of its hojas anymore. They've all fallen off. You can use a scratch test to see if it's still alive. Using your thumbnail, okay, so this right here, that's your thumbnail. Using your thumbnail, scratch a little bark from the trunk of the tree. Be careful to not scratch too deeply so that you don't harm the tree. Stop there for a second. That word deeply, that's profundamente. So you just want to scratch just a little bit, un poquito. You don't want to be going into the tree so you don't hurt the tree. Okay, let's keep reading. If you see a light green beneath the bark, so abajo, under your scratch, if there's a light green, the tree is alive and well. If, however, there is only more brown, your fruit tree might be in trouble. Okay. So you can color this page with a pretty tree on it. Do you notice, ooh, right there, look, there's somebody peeking out at you saying hello. But before you do that, I want you to turn your page over. You have some questions to answer. Number 1, why do you think it is best to check the trunk of the tree and not just a branch? So this is saying, ¿por qué usted piensa por qué es mejor a chequear el tronco de un árbol y no solo una rama? Okay? So, instead of una rama del árbol, usted necesita chequear the tronco, so the big part. This part here, the big fat part, not just a little rama. Why do you think that is? Pensar bien, and then put your respuesta aquí. Ok, número 2. Esa historia dar una solución. ¿Qué es el problema que esa historia es ayudando a resolver? ¿Cuál es el problema que esa historia está ayudando a resolver? poner el problema aquí en esta parte. Okay, and then number 3, draw, dibujar, and color a picture of what a living tree would look like during the scratch test. So when you go to scratch it, so draw the trunk of the tree, the bark, and then what would it look like underneath of the scratch when you do the scratch test? Would it be green or would it be brown? All right, that's all you have to do for reading today. Have fun.